بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال زين العابدين رحمه الله تعالى: وغمدوني وراح الكل وانصرفوا بعد الإياس وجدوا في شير الكفن. They closed my eyes, and he's describing what happens after the person dies. They closed my eyes, and all of them, they left me. بعد الإياس, after they despaired of me living. And they rushed to buy my coffin and my shroud. هذه أمور الموت يا إخوة. These are the affairs that happen after death. When somebody dies, the Prophet ﷺ explains why we close their eyes, or why their eyes are open, rather. جاء في مسلم من حديث أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: ألم تروا الإنسان إذا مات شخص بصره. Don't you see that when somebody dies that he's staring, when he's dead, he's just staring up, his eyes are open? قالوا بلى. They said, of course. قال فذلك حين يتبع بصره نفسه. That's when his eyesight is looking at his nafs, his soul being snatched out and taken up. That's what your eyesight is following. It's looking at your own soul coming out. Witness your own self dying. هكذا قال نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. وهذا من أمور الموت. These are from the affairs of death. We wouldn't understand them if the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم, and before that, if Allah and His Messenger didn't explain it. وانصرفوا بعد الإياس. يعني أهل الميت يتأثرون بموت قريبهم. نعم. The people, when their family members die, it affects them, it saddens them, it troubles them. يعني قد رجوا له الشفاء وحضروا عنده وأتوا بطبيب ودعوا له وجلسوا عنده. They are hoping for him that he gets better, and they're making dua for him, and they came with the best of doctors. They put him in the best of hospitals. فبعد أن مات يعني أيسوا من هذا كان الرجاء يصبرهم. فإذا تحقق الموت انفتح عليهم البكاء والحزن وأمور الأمر يحتاج إلى نصيحة وتوجيهات. When the people, their death and their loved ones are sick, their hope for them to get better keeps them patient and keeps them open and keeps them together. ولكن في صدورهم الغلق والضيق. In their hearts is anxiety, and in their hearts is pain. But when he actually dies, all kinds of sadness and crying opens up, and they're in dire need of nasiha. قالت سلمة رضي الله عنها: دخل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم على أبي سلمة وقد شق بصره فأغمضه. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he entered upon Abu Salama. He's the husband of Salama before she married the Messenger of Allah. وقد شق بصره, meaning he died and his eyes were staring up. فأغمضه, the Prophet closed his eyes. ثم قال: إن الروح إذا قبض تبعه البصر. The soul, if it's snatched out of the body, the eyesight follows it on everything, whether it's a goat, whether it's a camel, whether it's a chicken. نعم. ثم فضج الناس من أهلي. Some people from his family started screaming, started crying. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: لا تدعوا على أنفسكم إلا بخير فإن الملائكة يؤمنون على ما تقولون. Don't make dua against yourself except with good. And when a person dies, you say, woe upon me, wish I was destroyed. Don't make any dua except with good, because the malaika, they're saying Ameen, Ameen, Ameen. Everything that you make dua against yourself or for yourself at that time. Then at this time, it's very important for dua. نعم. النصيحة والدعاء ينفع كثير. أهل الميت يتأثرون عند الموت. نعم. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: اللهم اغفر لأبي سلمة. May Allah forgive Abu Salama. وارفع درجته في المهديين. May Allah raise his ranks amongst the guidance. واخلفه في عقبه في الغابرين. May Allah provide and take care of his children that he left behind. واغفر له يا رب العالمين. Oh Lord of the worlds, have forgiveness for him. وافسح له في قبره ونور له فيه. Make his grave spacious and make light to be in his grave. This, if it gets answered, inshallah, is goodness for the mayyit, for the one who dies, but also ahl al-mayyit, also the family of the deceased. This brings them raha. وكان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ينصح أهل الميت عند المعركة وعند الجنازة. كان ينصحون أهل الميت وينصحون المسلمين. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم used to advise and guide the Muslims at the ma'rakah, on the battlefield, or at the janazah, at the maqbara, at the graveyard. بل كان عمر رضي الله عنه عمر على موته بعد أن طعن نصح الناس. Umar رضي الله عنه, after he was stabbed while he was dying, he advised the people. ومعاذ بن جبل رضي الله عنه على فراش موته نصح الناس. Mu'adh bin Jabal, when he was on his deathbed, he advised the people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يقول أم كنتم شهداء إذ حضر يعقوب الموت إذ قال لبني ما تعبدون من بعدي. Well, you are witnesses when death came to Yaqub alayhi salatu wasalam, and he said to his sons, what are you all going to worship after me? هذا السؤال للنصيحة لهم. This question is for their advice and for their guidance. قالوا نعبد إلهك وإله آبائك. We're going to worship your God and the God of your fathers. Ibrahim, Ismail, wa Ishaq. Ilahan wahida, one true God. وَنَحْنُ لَهُ مُسْلِمُونَ, and we submit ourselves to him. فَكَذَلِكَ يَنْبَغِي لِلَّذِي عَلَى فِرَاشِ الْمَوْتِ, the one is on the فراش الموت. يا أبنائي يا بناتي لا تحزنوا بعدي كثير أنتم بعدي هكذا الدنيا. يا أبنائي يا بناتي هكذا الدنيا أنا أموت وأنتم بعدي. نعم. The one who's dying, he has to call his children and say, my sons, my daughters, I'm dying. Don't grieve over me too much and all that. I'm dying and you are going to die after me. حافظوا على دينكم, hold fast to your religion. نعم. لا تفعل كذا ولا تختلفوا بعدي في الميراث. Don't disagree amongst yourself after me in this mirath. إنما هي الدنيا كلمته ثقيلة. نعم. His statement is heavy. كلمتك أيها الوالد ثقيلة. كلمتك أيها الوالدة ثقيلة على أولادك. انصحوا. Your statement is a heavy statement on your children. When you're on your firash al-maut, when you're on your deathbed, take that opportunity. ثم قال في قصيدته وجدوا في شراء الكفن, and they rushed and they worked hard to get the kafan and get his shroud. وهذا من السنة. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كما جاء عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أسرعوا بالجنازة. Rush with the janazah. Rush. The mayyit, somebody passed away, don't leave him up in the refrigerator like these disbelievers do 5-6 days. No, as quickly as possible. Rush with the janazah. إن تكن صالحة فخير ما تقدمونه إليه. If he's righteous, then you're pushing him to good, pushing him to his reward. وإن تك سوى ذلك, and if he's other than righteous, فشرا تضعونه على رقابكم. Then if he's evil, if he's other than that, then it's an evil thing that you're carrying on your back. Get rid of it. Get rid of it quickly. وجاء من حديث أبي سعيد الخدري رضي الله عنه كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول إذا وضعت الجنازة فاحتملها الرجال على أعناقهم. If the janazah has been prepared and the people carried it on their shoulders, فإن كانت صالحة, if it's a righteous person, قالت قدموني قدموني, rush with me, rush me, get me to the grave. نعم. ما دريتم ما عرفتم. نعم. He said rush with me, don't delay, I want to go to my reward. الجنازة تقول قدموني قدموني, rush with me, I want to go to my reward. نعم. هو في شوق إلى وعد الله. He's rushing, he's anxious to get the promise of Allah. فإن كانت غير صالحة, if it's not righteous, قالت لأهلها, it's going to say to its people, يا ويلها, woe to it. أين تذهبون بها? Where are you going with this thing? Where are you taking it to? يسمعها كل شيء إلا الإنسان. Everybody can hear screaming and crying. This janazah go, where you going with her? Where you taking it? وَلَوْ سَمِيَ الْإِنسَانِ لَصَعِقَ. If insan could hear this janazah screaming, it will fall down dead. نعم يا عباد الله هذه نصيحة لنا جميعا. أسأل الله يبارك لنا فيما سمعنا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك.